Hey guys, so today I just want to talk real quickly about my opinion on whether or not the federal government should come to the aid of these Flint, Michigan residents who had been subjected to high levels of toxic lead in their drinking water. We see the federal government come to the aid of all sorts of disasters throughout our nation. In particular, let's use Hurricane Katrina as an example. Natural disaster hits and the federal government comes to the aid of the people to help them pick up the pieces and get their lives back on track. So I'm having trouble with, if it's a natural disaster, what is really the difference between a natural disaster and a man-made disaster at the hands of the state government? I definitely think that a disaster is a disaster. Our federal government is here for us. It's here to take care of its people. That's what makes our nation so great, is the democracy that we live in. And this is why I feel like the national government has a responsibility when it comes to helping these people pick up the pieces that are not as easy to pick up as, say, Katrina, where your house, everything you own is lost. Now in Flint, Michigan, due to this neurotoxin of lead leaching into their water, there's irreparable damage done to these children. I mean, adults alike, but mostly with the children, in terms of points shaved off their IQ. And trust me, I'll take every point I can get. So that's disheartening. Also, realizing through my research that these kids will deal with all sorts of mental disorders, mental retardation in drastic cases, schizophrenia, to name just a few of the neurological disorders, not to mention the physical stressors of hair loss, rashes, the list goes on. And so when you see something like this happening to the average American, that's where I think our federal government really needs to step in and give us that faith that we deserve, the faith in justice and the faith in looking out for your fellow man. This is what our nation was founded on, by the people, for the people. So I really feel like 100% the government needs to step in and take action, help these people, regardless of if it was a natural disaster, a man-made disaster, a state decision. They're responsible for keeping us safe. They're responsible for making us feel safe where we live. So, long story short, 100% the federal government needs to step in and for a lifetime take care of not only the people, but especially the children. So that's my 2 cents, and thanks for listening.